What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm outsourcing some garage sales for stuff I can sell on eBay, make some money, and I get to this extremely nice house, one of the nicest houses I've ever been to. Got a nice pond back there, and see a bunch of, well, nice looking boots, high-end brands, stuff like that. Some of them priced $10, some of them priced $20, so they are priced a little bit high, but some of these brands and boot styles are worth a lot of money. If you watch the channel, you know I come across some great boot deals out in the wild where I find $100 boots for like a dollar, $5. I just sold a pair of Doc Martens I got for a dollar, and I sold them for like $80. So there's definitely deals out there if you look. Here's a pair of Ariat boots, and ended up getting these for $10. They're not a phenomenal pair, and she gave me some deals. I made a big bundle, but I wanted to check out some other stuff at the sale. And unfortunately, there's already someone in there when I got there, and they had a big stack of vintage Carhartt jackets. So who knows what was missed there. Try not to think about stuff like that when, you don't get to something before somebody else. But here's an Ariat vest. I pay up a little for this. She told me it was new, but the tag fell off, so I still have to sell it as, used like new kind of on eBay when it's missing the tag, but still some money to be made there. Back to the boots. I also picked up a pair of tactical pants here. That was new. Of course, I'll go over everything in the haul, so if you don't enjoy these preview videos of me at the sales, you can always skip to the haul and see everything. And she ended up bringing out a hat that was pretty nice, and most of this stuff came from an older guy who had passed away. Yeah, there's some older stuff there. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot, but right when I was getting ready to leave, somebody came out of the barn and had a bunch of clothing and said they just found this stuff. So I'm back over here looking, hung it up on the rack, and some of this stuff was looking really good at first, but I do end up looking it up, and the brands just weren't great. I forget what the brand was on these leather jackets, but it was kind of like a brand I've seen before that's not really, it doesn't really sell for much. Here's a pair of Carhartt overalls they brought out though, and ended up picking up these. Also, the jackets were priced, I think, $25, so there wasn't a lot of room for profit because they're like $40, $50 jackets. Here I am looking up some of the jackets and just didn't pan out, so I had to leave those, but I move on, get into a rummage sale. And this is a pretty good rummage sale. Usually it wasn't great this year. Come back here to this room where they have the toys. And last year, if you caught the video, this is the rummage sale where I got the Teddy Ruxpin and the Grubby in the box with a bunch of accessories. It was worth like $500-$600. I only paid $7 for all of it. So I was hoping to find another good deal. Unfortunately, I didn't really see anything, so I come back into the main area here to check it out. Lots of people coming in, lots of stuff to look at, but if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like button for me. I really do appreciate it. It helps the video out, and I appreciate the time you take to do that. Also, since I'm wearing the Meta glasses in this video, you're seeing me look around really fast. I apologize. There's not much I can do. If I'm at Goodwill and things are slow, I can focus on not turning my head fast and jerking around. But if you get motion sickness or something from that, again, you can skip to the haul part of the video. It's just the nature. I'm looking fast. I'm moving fast, trying to find stuff before other people buy it. Here's a Nike Cincinnati Reds jersey I decided to pick up. I wasn't sure what the clothing was. Some of the clothing they had marked there, like there's a Bengals jersey. They had marked like $10. Here's a bunch of Carhartt shirts. I pass on these. Usually Carhartt t-shirts aren't worth picking up unless there's something older. These look newer. I'd assume, they're nothing special, but, I don't know for sure. Not a big clothing reseller unless it's something I can make a significant amount of money on. Do end up picking up a jacket here, though, and some other items, so not bad. I wanted to get out of here fast, though, because there's other sales happening and starting, so end up just going through real quick. And it was funny, someone was pulling out a Carhartt out of one of the other rooms back there. I thought, why didn't they have that with the other clothing? That would have been mine. So apparently just a day to miss Carhartt stuff, right? So I got the overalls, I guess, but here's a garage sale, and I come in here and See, video games, so I get excited because I collect these. I'm really into them. And of course, they can be very valuable, but then you start seeing the prices. You see the little window cabinet there, which means there must be some sort of reseller at a flea market or something, right? So, yeah, unfortunately, nothing to pick up there. Had some other vintage toys that would have been good, but again, just not anything there priced right. I don't know if you can hear all the cicadas out there, but they're loud today. So here I am sourcing a Goodwill. Got to stop at Goodwills also when I'm out because you never know. Here is a Gruely candle, vintage one. I picked these up before and sold them for good money. You know, it was $1.99, so I decided to pick it up. Some of those are rare and can be worth decent profits. Best one I've sold, I think, is $40 for like a Halloween cat. See some nativity stuff back here, and I mentioned this in I think a video or two ago. Now is the time of year to start getting Christmas stuff on eBay. Look for it because as it gets closer to Christmas, everyone will be buying it out. You know, just everyone who's not just a reseller, everyone that's just buying Christmas stuff, right? So more will be coming out, but usually they start putting it out this time of year. Same with the Halloween stuff. Buy it early, get it listed early. People want to secure it in July and August and September before the holidays. So that's when they're going to be really buying. And certain items, some items will sell all the way up to Christmas. Great, of course. And other Christmas items will sell all throughout the year. I've been selling all my Christmas blow molds. Or not blow molds, but inflatables, if you've seen those. There's a pair of shoes I got. There was a thing I got, I guess, the day after I recorded this, because I already sold it. It was an exercise wave. I think it's called the Wave. It's an exercise aerobics thing. I sold it for $50. I didn't even notice it the day I was in here. Here's one of these Mario RC cars. So I found this before. Not really great sellers. There's so many on eBay, but I see this newer glowworm and I look it up just to make sure, and it's worth some money. So let me show you everything I got today. Some great finds when I was out. Here is today's haul. Got some good buys. We'll start with these two baseball bats. Picked these up at a garage sale for $4 a piece. This DeBarini is, well, I saw some of them selling for $100 and some for like $75. So this is in actually really good condition. It's just dirty. Cleaning solution and a magic eraser does wonders on these bats. Probably end up pricing that around $75, $80. And then we got a Worth Lighthouse Supercell 2 bat, which looked like it was selling for about $40 in this condition. Paid $4 for that one as well. So I'll make some good money in these bats. Ended up getting a lot of pairs of boots, mostly at one sale. It was a garage sale. They had a lot of hunting stuff. It was from a wealthy family. An older guy passed away and they were just selling all of his stuff. I ended up picking up these Justin boots. These are made in the USA. I ended up getting them for $20. She had 30 on them. I asked if she'd take 20 and she said sure. The other boots here I got from there, like these double H. Well, my total ended up being $98, and she just threw these in for $2. So to make it an even 100. So Double H, a good brand of these kind of work style boots, and should be to sell those for around $50, I think. So that's nice. I don't think I said how much I expect to make on these. Maybe that's because I could not find this exact style, but a lot of these Justin USA boots, Western style like this. I think these are steel-toed. No, they're soft-toe. I mean, these at least $50 sell. I'm thinking I can sell those probably for $69.99. Plus shipping. Of course, some of the more rare exotic leathers like, snake or shark or something can sell for $400 or more just in boots. And then I picked up these Bates military boots. I've sold these before. The last pair I sold really quickly, but they were new. I sold them for $90. So I figured these would be pretty good. I think I could sell those for $40, $50. It was looking like. And then for $10, I also picked up these Ariat women's boots. They got some sort of skull necklace around them, which I don't think has any value. But this is a pretty good style. They should sell for around $40 as well. And then at the thrift store, I almost missed these. The first time around, I did not see them. But they are in very good condition, redhead Gore-Tex boots. I only paid $1 for these, so... Or I think it was $1.50 because they started pricing the boots up at this thrift store. How dare they? They went from $1 to $1.50 for boots. Of course, that was sarcasm. Some people can't tell with just my monotone voice, I guess. But yeah, these redhead stuff's not great to resell, but still, these Gore-Tex boots in this condition, I saw some selling for $40, I think even $50. So for $1.50, there's great profit there. And then where did I get these? I think Goodwill when I stopped in there. Just some Asics gel shoes. These are Gel Nimbus 24s. I'll probably just sell those for about $30 in this condition. It's a newer style, so not bad for the footwear today. Also at that garage sale, we picked up a Stetson hat. Ended up paying $20 for this because sometimes Stetson hats are big money, and I know I could at least, make money on it at $20. It's in good condition. And it also came with this bolo, which isn't worth a lot. But I'm thinking anywhere from $50 to $60 for that one. Here's a glowworm. This is new in package, $2.99 at Goodwill. I didn't expect it to really be worth picking up, but I scanned it and it looked like they were selling for $25, maybe even $30 in some cases. So at that price, I'll buy it and give it a shot. At one of the garage sales I stopped at, I got this Sackboy PS5 game. It is brand new sealed, and it looked like that was selling for like $20, $25 sealed like that. So not bad for $5. Another garage sale find for 50 cents is all I paid for this Salad King King Cutter grinder. Sold these before. I usually sell them for around $40 with all the cylinders and in good condition and everything. So for 50 cents, of course, I'm picking that up. It looks like the suction on the bottom is still good, which matters in the price. At an estate sale I stopped at, I picked up this Polaroid camera. One step, it's got the vintage Polaroid rainbow sticker on there, which when I picked it up, I thought, yeah, this one I think is a bit more valuable than some of the others. I mean, it's like $30, right? It's a little dirty, but at $5, even selling for parts, these things usually make money. I put them on there, or at least I used to. I have a bunch to list, I just haven't listed them, but there used to be a camera buyer. You'd put these on at a certain price and they would buy them instantly. Didn't really matter if they were tested or working or whatever, right? Picked this up for a couple of dollars. This is a K45 KitchenAid mixing bowl. I should be able to sell that for, I usually sell them for I think 25 plus shipping, something like that. Then we got some of the KitchenAid attachments. Price sell all three of these together, and they should sell for around $25 as well. So around $40 of profit there for sure. Here's a baseball glove I picked up at a garage sale. This is a newer glove, 11.5 inch, but it looks like it's never been used. I don't think it has. It's still got the, I don't know if you can see it in there, place where the tag was. They never took it out, so I still don't think I could sell it as new, but I can mention that it was never used, I guess. Anyway, $5 is what I paid for it, and I should be able to make around $15 profit on that one. Here's a Hello Kitty doll I picked up at Goodwill. I paid $5 for it. I don't think it's super good, but I've seen a lot of strange comps for it. I didn't want to just leave it behind because I think there's at least some money. Saw one of these listed for like $400, and I got really excited. Then when I checked the sold comps, I couldn't find any except for one that had like some pads on the foot instead of just feet, and it sold for, I don't know, I can't remember now, maybe like $60 or $70. Looking at 3 years, look like some others with the leopard print outfit sold for around $50. So I really don't know what I'm going to get for this. Obviously not going to price it like the one that's $400, but I don't know, surely there's at least $20 profit in it. It looked like it was a pretty popular style, at least on some of the ones that sold that were a little bit different. At Goodwill for $2.99, I picked up this Bratz styling head. This is an older one. So at $2.99, I should be able to make some money. I think they sell by themselves like this for around $30. I don't know if I'll combine it with Bratz that I have or just sell it by itself. She's got some sort of like sticker on her stomach or something I'll have to get off, but certainly some profit there. And here's a little bit of profit as well. Can't leave these behind. They are the Gurley Candle Company. I've sold some of these before. I think the best one I sold was like $40. It was a rare Halloween one, which the Halloween stuff seems to do better, but I don't know what this is from. 40s, 50s, 60s, somewhere around there. I believe they started making candles possibly in the 20s. I looked this stuff up so I can be accurate in my videos, and then a year or two will go by, I just forget it all. Anyways, this is in pretty good condition. I paid $1.99 at Goodwill for it. I pulled the Goodwill sticker off already. Luckily it didn't pull off the original paper down there, but I could not find this exact one holding the presents. I'll have to look a bit harder, but some of these will sell for like $20, $25. Something that I'll probably price about that. Picked this up at a garage sale for 50 cents. This is an atomic clock. Starburst kind of style. It's made to look vintage. It's actually not vintage, but at 50 cents, I just thought I'd hang it somewhere. If you find like an original one of those, which I did find a different design not too long ago at a garage sale, it's worth like $200. So yeah, these things can be worth hundreds of dollars if you find the right kind of styles, right makers. Below it, we got a Nike Cincinnati Reds jersey I found at a rummage sale. I paid $2 for it. You know, it's worth like $30 probably is what I'll price it at. Also got some more clothing here at the garage sale with all the boots and Carhartt stuff, which I missed out on a bunch of Carhartt jackets. Someone already had them. Probably hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, depending on the jackets. My best Carhartt jacket I sold was for $500. So, you know, if you had a few of those in there, it goes into the thousands. Anyway, before I left, I saw them bring out these Carhartt overalls, and I got these for $10. So should be able to sell those I think around $50-$60. Also at a sale I picked up this members only leather jacket. It's in good condition. For only paying $2, it's something that you can definitely sell between $30. I can sell some very similar selling for around $75, but it's something I'll probably price like $40 plus shipping just to move it. And then I also got these at the sale. I don't know how much of this stuff I was actually ended up getting recorded. So they were $8. They are tactical pants, 511. Some of this stuff is pretty good money. These are the women's tactical EMS pants. So new at tags like this, $50-$60 is what they sell for. So nice pickup for sure for $8. Here is an Ariat vest. This thing is new. The lady told me it was never worn. I did pay $20 for it. I think I could sell it for around $50. So it should double my money on it. It's a nice vest. With all the clothing here, if I'm to add it up, I think it's going to be some great profit coming in. There it is, everybody. That concludes the video. Those are my finds. I think some good stuff. If you enjoy these types of videos, always hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.